Hotels are supposed to be places of rest, a clean bed, a quiet night, the comfort of being far from home. But what if the very room you step into isn't safe? What if the door closes behind you, the lights dim, and you realize you've just entered a room where no guest has ever survived until morning? This is the chilling legend of the hotel room no one survives a night in. The Banff Springs Hotel, room 873. The most infamous story comes from the Banff Springs Hotel, a grand luxury resort in the Canadian Rockies. The building itself is breathtaking, almost like a castle rising from the wilderness. Guests come for its beauty, for its history, and for the view. But ask the right staff member, one who isn't afraid to whisper the truth, and you'll hear the same warning. Don't ask about room 873. The story begins nearly a century ago. A wealthy family checked into the room. A father, a mother, and their young daughter. By morning, all three were dead. Some say the father lost his mind, murdering his wife and child before turning the weapon on himself. Others say something darker was in the room that night, something that pushed him to violence. The staff who entered later described the scene as horrific. Blood spattered across the walls, a child's handprint pressed into the bathroom mirror. No matter how hard they scrubbed, the prints kept returning. Again and again, the tiny hand would appear, as if the child's spirit was still reaching out for help. Guests who stayed afterward reported terrifying experiences. Cold drafts even when the windows were sealed shut. The sound of crying echoing through the night. Knocks on the door, but when opened, the hallway was empty. Some claimed they saw a little girl wandering outside the room, only for her to vanish when approached. The hotel eventually sealed the door. Walk down the hallway today and you'll see it. The numbering skips, an odd gap where a door should be. Behind the wall, room 873 is gone, or maybe it isn't. Hotels that hide their secrets, Banff Springs isn't alone. Across the world, hotels quietly cover up their most haunted spaces. Some brick over the doors, some renumber floors entirely. Others quietly use cursed rooms for storage, pretending they never existed. In Japan, superstition runs deep. Hotels avoid giving out rooms ending in the number 4 because the word for 4 sounds like death. Guests who insist on staying in these rooms report terrifying encounters. One businessman swore he woke in the middle of the night to see a shadowy figure at the foot of his bed. The next morning, hotel staff found him dead of a heart attack, his face frozen in terror. In Hong Kong, travelers whisper of a luxury hotel with a room that kills anyone who stays alone. Guests checked in, but by morning they were dead. Lying peacefully in bed, with no signs of struggle, authorities called it coincidence. The hotel quietly shut the room down. In China, certain hotels are known to build phantom rooms, spaces with numbers on the door that are never assigned to guests. Locals claim these rooms exist to trap restless spirits, keeping them from wandering into rooms where the living sleep. The Cecil Hotel, room 1402. Then there is the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles, a place with such a bloody history that every floor feels cursed. The Cecil is infamous for suicides, murders, and disappearances. It is also home to one particular room that staff refuse to speak about. Room 1402. Guests who dared to stay the night reported hearing whispers through the walls, conversations in languages they couldn't understand. Phones rang in the middle of the night, but when answered, there was only silence. One woman claimed she felt hands pressing down on her chest as she slept, choking the air from her lungs. By morning, she checked out, pale and shaken, refusing to ever return. The patterns across cultures and countries, these rooms share haunting similarities. Guests hear knocks on the walls or scratching from inside the closet. Mirrors fog up mysteriously, often with handprints appearing on the glass. The temperature drops suddenly, unnaturally cold compared to the rest of the hotel. And nearly always there is the sensation of being watched, of someone or something sharing the room with you. Some describe waking to find a figure standing over their bed. Others say they hear laughter, a child's or worse, something inhuman. The dare, despite the warnings, some people can't resist the dare. Paranormal investigators beg to stay in these rooms, armed with cameras, recorders, and live streams. At first they joke, they laugh nervously, but hours pass, the air grows heavy, and their confidence fades. Recordings often end the same way, with a loud knock at the door, sudden screams, and silence. When hotel staff check in the morning, the equipment is still there, but the investigator? Gone. Coincidence or curse? Skeptics dismiss the legends as superstition. They point to faulty wiring, carbon monoxide leaks, or simple fear causing heart attacks in vulnerable guests. And perhaps they're right. Maybe these are just tragic accidents magnified by rumor. But if that's true, why do so many hotels quietly erase these rooms from existence? Why do they board up doors, skip numbers, and refuse to speak about what happened? Why do the stories remain consistent across countries, across decades? The unanswered question, what is it about these rooms that no one survives? Are they cursed by the violence of the past? Are they thin spots between our world and something darker? Or are they traps? Places designed to lure the living into the company of the dead? So the next time you travel, take a good look at the hotel floor plan. Count the numbers. Notice the doors that shouldn't be there. And if the clerk offers you a room that feels wrong, remember the stories. Because some rooms are never meant to be slept in. And if you step inside, close the door, and turn off the light, you may never wake to see the morning again. Subscribe to Legends of the Dark for more mysterious and dark stories like this and more.